And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army. For his camp is very great, for he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible, and who can abide it?
All praises, man. The priest, the elder, and all the kings brought it out mighty in the spirit, right? So I want to first off give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawah, right? And if you don't know what we out here for, we out here to tell you so-called blacks, you so-called Hispanics, and you so-called Native Americans that you the real Jews and the real Israelites according to the Bible, right? And you God-chosen people. And in these last days, you got to come back, you got to repent and keep his laws, statutes, and commandments, or you gonna get put to death, right? Read what you got, King.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 1. Cry aloud!
Do what?
Cry aloud!
Right?
Spare not!
Do what?
Spare not!
Right, and most of our people hate when we come out here, right? Because all we do is speak against the wickedness and the immoralities of this wicked-ass country called America, man.
That's right.
But most of our people, they don't want to hear that, right? They want to keep going along with this wicked-ass country, man. Read.
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet!
Do what?
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet!
Right?
And show my people!
And do what?
Show my people!
Their what?
Their transgression!
They celebrating 4th of July?
Their transgression!
Celebrating Juneteenth?
Their transgression!
Right?
And the house of Jacob, their sin!
Right, so we out here to show our people where they going off at, man. And if you a so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American, and you out here celebrating 4th of July, then you going the hell off, man.
That's right.
Right? And we gonna show you that according to the scriptures, man. That's right. Because we ain't out here speaking our own words, right? Let me get the book of Proverbs chapter 3 and go to verse 31. 3 and 31. Come on, read what you got, King.
We're coming from the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 21. I hate.
The Lord said what?
I hate.
Right?
I despise your feast days.
Yo, what?
I despise your feast days.
How the Lord feel when our people celebrating 4th of July?
I despise your feast days.
That's right, read.
And I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
Right.
No, ye offer me burnt offerings,
right,
and your meat offerings,
right.
I will not accept them.
What the Lord say about that pork? Our people gonna be cooking tomorrow?
I will not accept them.
What the Lord say about them chitlins? Our people gonna be cooking tomorrow?
I will not accept them.
Right, so the Lord not dealing with that, man. The Lord only accept your offerings when you keeping the Passover, man. The Lord only accepting your offerings when you keeping the Feast of Dedication, man. Right? The Lord accept your offerings when you keeping the Sabbath day and the Feast of Tabernacles, man. But the Lord not accepting your wicked ass offering for 4th of July, for Christmas, and Easter, man.
Right.
Right? Read on.
Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts.
Right.
Take thou away from me.
What the Lord say?
Take thou away from me.
How the Lord feel about 4th of July?
Take thou away from me.
Right, the Lord said get that the hell out of my face, man.
That's right.
The Lord not dealing with all the ways of America, man. And neither should you, right? That was it on that?
No. The noise of thy songs.
Right.
For I will not hear the melody of thy viols.
Right. Let me get, read what you got.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 31.
Right.
Now, envy thou not the oppressor.
The Lord said what?
Envy thou not the oppressor.
Right.
And choose none of his ways.
Oh, we gotta celebrate his holidays.
And choose none of his ways.
Right. Read that again from the top.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 31.
Right.
Envy not, so like envy thou not the oppressor.
Right. The Lord said don't envy the so-called white man. Right. All these things, our people look up to these people, man. They say, oh, the so-called white man, he got a good job, he got a nice car, right? He got the 4th of July and all these holidays, right? But the Lord, we supposed to be a holy people, man. Right. We're not supposed to be like all these other nations, man. Right? The things that the Lord gave unto our people is separate and holy, man. The so-called white man ain't got no part in our high holy days, man. And the Lord said we don't have no part of they wicked ass holidays, man. Right? Read that again.
Envy thou not the oppressor,
right?
And choose none of his ways.
And do what?
And choose none of his ways.
Right. All right, read what you got.
We're coming from the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, in verse 1. Hear ye the word the Lord speaketh unto you,
Right.
O house of Israel.
Oh, who?
O house of Israel.
Right, so the Lord only speaking to one nation of people from Genesis to Revelation. The house of Israel, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read.
Thus said the Lord,
Right.
learn not the way of the heathen.
What is the 4th of July?
Learn not the way of the heathen.
Right.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Right.
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
Right.
For the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain.
What is celebrating all these holidays?
For the custom of the people are vain.
Right. So all these customs that you're doing, right, is vanity. Because at the end of the day, all this bring you is more death and oppression, man. Right? They say the definition of somebody that's a maniac is somebody that does the exactly same thing all the time but expects different results, man.
That's right.
Right? So how you expect, you celebrate all these holidays, you keep going on with the ways of America, and they keep killing and destroying our people, but you want them to change, right? That's not your situation not go change, man. All they go bring you is more death and destruction, man.
That's
Wake
right.
them up,
Right? So our people, all these things that we've been doing, all this marching, all these protests, all this, we've been doing the same thing for the past 60, 70 years, man.
Right.
Right? So that's not gonna change nothing for us, man. Read that again.
We're coming from the book of Jeremiah,
Right.
chapter 10, verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
Right.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen,
Right.
and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them.
Right.
For the customs of the people are vain.
Is what?
For the custom of the people are vain.
Right.
For one cometh a tree out of the forest,
Right.
the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs to be born, because they cannot go.
Right.
Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good.
Right? It ain't nothing in these people that's good for us, man.
That's right.
Right? So what we go do, we out here to teach our people and give them information that they don't know, man. Right? So I'm gonna have you read out that book right there, King. And we gonna go to the highlighted part, right? But we gonna bring this out first, right? Read what you got, King.
This is the book of Deuteronomy,
Right.
chapter 28, verse 47.
Bring it out.
Because thou servest not the Most High Yahawah thy power,
Why we in this situation?
because thou hast servest not the Most High Yahawah thy power,
Right?
with joyfulness
Right?
and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things.
Right?
Verse 48, therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies.
Shout out what?
Serve thy enemies.
I thought we was independent in America.
Serve thy
But
enemies.
we gonna be celebrating Independence Day tomorrow.
Serve thy enemies.
Like the priest was bringing out, we in the land of our captivity and we gotta serve our enemies, man. Right? So how is a so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American gonna be celebrating Independence Day, but we still in the land of our captivity?
Right.
Right? We not even our homeland, but we celebrate Independence Day.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
Which the Most High shall send against thee
Right?
in nakedness,
And what?
in nakedness,
Right?
and want of all things,
Right? I think you skipped some part. Man.
Slide.
and naked.
Just start from the top.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies,
Right?
which the Most High shall send against thee,
Right?
and hunger,
And what?
and hunger.
Right? So we can't be independent because I don't see no Negroes out here with their own land and their own gardens. I know Hispanics out here, they got their own, right? They got their own supermarkets, right? So if you a so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American, and you have to go to Walmart and Food Line to get your food, then obviously you're not independent.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
And in thirst,
And then what?
and in thirst.
Right? So last time I checked, it's not a so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American that own Pepsi, that own Gatorade, that own Dairy Park.
That's right.
Right? So we can't be independent, right?
Bring it out, young lion.
Read.
And nakedness.
And in what?
And nakedness.
Right, so our people might say, Jay-Z, he got Rockaway, and Diddy, he got Sean John. But this to get they fabrics, right, they have to go to the so-called white man. That's right. Because our people think just because we rich, some of us might be so-called rich, and we got some money, that still add up to nothing in America. That's still vanity in America.
That's right.
Because your independence is not based off how much money you got. Your independence is based off your obedience to the Most High. Right? Read.
And want of all things.
And then what?
Want of all things.
So it's a damn shame that we celebrate Independence Day. But according to America, you can't even die without paying. Right?
That's right.
If you can get put to death right now, but if you don't got a death certificate, the so-called white man say you still alive. Right? But we celebrate Independence Day, right? Let me get Baruch 3 and 8. Go to Baruch 3 and 8. And we gonna see how independent you so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American is. Right? That's a 1611.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 8.
Right.
Behold, we are yet this day in our...
We are what?
We are yet this day.
Right, so the Lord said we are yet this day, right, in 2021. In what?
In our captivity.
In our what?
In our captivity.
In our what?
In our captivity.
So the Lord said you still in captivity, man. That's right. The so-called black man is still in captivity. That's right. You talking about Bill Cosby, he free, but he ain't free. Right? How was he free when he was unjustly convicted and they put him in jail? Right? They don't even need to have proof, right, that you so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans committed a crime. Right? A so-called white woman could come out and say, oh, they drugged me, they raped me, and then all that's all it takes for the so-called white man to lock you up for the rest of your life, man. Right? So read that again from the top. How you doing, family? You got a question? You got a question, brother? All praises. You're a lot familiar, brother. You an Israelite.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in captivity.
Right?
Where thou hast scattered us.
Right, and we still in captivity, man. If you need a passport to leave the country, you still in captivity, man. That ain't nothing changed from the slavery days. If you was going somewhere, right, they had these little things where if you was a slave and you was walking by yourself, another slave master would come up to you and say, boy, where your paperwork at? You ain't say, are you supposed to be in this area? Where your paperwork at? You had to show them the paperwork that you was allowed to leave that plantation, right? That's the same thing they do in America now. They say, oh, where you trying to go? Let me see your paperwork. If you ain't got no paperwork, then you ain't leaving, because you still a slave, man. That's right. Read.
For a reproach, and a curse.
And a what?
A curse.
Right.
And to be subject to payments.
To be what?
A subject to payments.
Right. So in America, you still in captivity because the Lord said you subject to payments. You have to pay for everything that you got. Right? You got a light bill, you got a water bill, you got to pay rent, right? The so-called white man, he make you pay for stuff that you wouldn't even think about. You got to pay for your license, the tags on your car every single year, right? You got to pay just to park on stolen land, right? Everything you have to pay for, man. You got to pay for water to come out your faucet, right? Read.
According to all the iniquities of our fathers.
Why we in this condition?
Iniquities of our fathers,
right,
which departed from the Most High,
which did what?
Departed from the Most High, our Abba.
Right. Read down to 13.
Hear Israel, the commandments of life. Give ear to understand wisdom.
What the Lord say?
Give ear to understand wisdom.
We trying to give wisdom to you so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Right? It's a wise thing to fear the Lord, man. It's a wise thing to keep his commandments, man. Right? But our people don't want to hear that, man. Our people, they so powerful in captivity, right? Like the brother earlier. We trying to teach the brother his nationality, but he come up like, nah, give me the mic. I got something to say. You ain't got a damn thing to say, man. That's right. Right? If you don't know that you an Israelite according to the Bible, and you don't know that you're supposed to be keeping God's commandments, then you don't got a damn thing to say to us, man. Right? Read on.
Verse 10.
Right?
How happeneth it, Israel, that thou art in thy enemy's land?
So how the hell did this happen, man? How the hell did the kings of the earth, right, end up all the way in America, and now we're celebrating 4th of July, right? Our independence when we still in captivity. How did that happen? Read.
That thou art waxing old.
That thou art what?
Waxing old.
Right?
In a strange country.
What is America?
Strange country.
Right?
That thou art defiled.
That thou art what?
Defiled.
What are our people?
Defiled.
And now you are defiled because every time you turn your head, the so-called white man is forcing sin down your throat, man. Everything in this land is defiled, man. Right? You know how many people the so-called white man killed to rule over this land? This whole land is defiled with the blood of our forefathers, man. Right? This whole land, everything you touch got damn pork in it, man. That's right. Right? The air, they put damn chemtrails and pollution in the air that you breathe, man. Right? Everything in this land is defiled. The water, right? They put lead in your water, fluoride in your water, GMOs in your food, right? Read.
With the dead.
With the what?
With the dead.
And that's all you see out here when you look at a so-called black or Hispanic. It's the walking dead, man. All you see is damn coffins with arms and legs, man. Read.
Verse 11.
Right.
That thou art counted with them that go down into the grave.
Right.
Verse 12. Thou hast forsaken the fountain of wisdom.
What did we do to the Lord?
Forsaken the fountain of wisdom.
Right, and our people got forsaken the Most High, man. Right? Because according to the scriptures, that's the only way we go get out of this condition, man.
That's right.
Turn to the Lord, man. Right, that was it on that?
Come.
Okay, go to Baruch, go to 4 and 7. And we're going to read out this book right here, right? To give our people information about the so-called 4th of July.
That's right.
This is coming from the Holiday Hustle.
Right?
Controlling the black mind and finances.
Right? Who the author?
The author is Frank Zaquan Jordan.
Right?
The 4th of July, what page? Oh, never mind.
Just read the highlighted part.
The 4th of July, also known as the Independence Day or July 4th, has been a federal holiday in the United States since 1941. But the tradition of Independence Day celebrations goes back to the 18th century.
Right?
In the American Revolution on July the 2nd, 1776, the Continental Congress voted favor for independence, and 2 days later, delegates from the 13 colonies adopted the Declaration for Independence,
right.
A historic document drafted by Thomas Jefferson.
Right.
From 1776 to the present day, July 4th has been celebrated as the birth of American independence,
right.
With festivals ranging from fireworks, parades, concerts, to more casual gatherings and barbecues.
Right, so as you can see, the origins of this so-called holiday, right, has nothing to do with our people. This is so-called white man setting up his own independence.
That's right.
That's right.
He can do that. You can tell the so-called white man is independent, right? Like we just seen, the so-called white man, he can ride around the damn, look, he can make laws that say you can't drink and drive, but we just literally seen a so-called white man drinking and driving, right? So that's how you know this man is independent and we not, because he can break his own laws, but you step out of line and your ass gonna be in chains, man.
That's right.
Right? Right. So you celebrating 4th of July is a damn contradiction to your own self, man.
That's right. That's
right. Read. Yeah, I got a little bit more in that book. Yeah, con.
Okay, come on.
Bring it on, y'all. Fireworks.
Right.
During the War of 1812, Francis Scott Key wrote the lyrics to the Star Spangled Banner.
To the what?
To the Star Spangled Banner.
Right.
After witnessing the bombardment of Fort McHenry.
Right.
The song, believe it or not, was not published under the title Defense of Fort McHenry and was circulated around Baltimore.
Right.
It gained popularity and performed at public gatherings. The title was changed, and on March 3rd, 1931, the patriotic song was adopted as the national anthem of the United States.
Right.
Today, the Star Spangled Banner is played at all public functions on the 4th of July.
Right, and that's how you, that's another state to prove that the so-called white man is independent, but we not. This is his national anthem, right? So when they came up with all this, we were still in chains, man. Right? And when you at a sporting event and they seen the Star Spangled Banner, the so-called national anthem, and you a so-called black man, right, and you go against that, right, they go bash you for the rest of your life, man. You seen what happened to Kaepernick, right? Hey, he was like, look, I ain't getting down with that, right? I'm gonna get on my knee, right? I'm gonna get on my knee, I ain't gonna stand for that. Right. He was getting death threats. They said, and that's how you know the so-called white man is still ruling over our people, man. He said, nigga, you don't wanna stand? Right? So-called white man sending them threats, talking about we gonna come to your house and kill your family. Nigga, you better stand up for our national anthem. You better stand up for our celebration of ruling over your people. That goes to show you the pride of the so-called white man. Right. I want you to stand up, right, and go along with my victory over your people. Right. The destruction of your own people. That's right. Right? That goes to show you the pride of the so-called white man. That's and right. The ignorance of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's right. Read.
The first official 4th of July celebration took place in Massachusetts in 1781. Right. Other territories and states had taken up the tradition by the middle of the 19th century. Right. Today, people in all 50 states take part in parades, set off fireworks, and have picnics in honor of the holiday. Right. As a relevant side note, the national anthem has its own dirty little secret.
Has its own what?
Dirty little secret.
We gonna find something about y'all Negroes' so-called national anthem, right? Read.
Composed during the fight with the British known as the War of 1812, right. Its third stanza verse is virtually never sung today. Right. As Ned and Constance Sublett explained in the American Slave Coast, a history of the slave breeding industry, there's a reason for that. Right. The last part of the stanza verse is, no refuge could save the hireling and slave.
And the what?
And the hireling and slave.
What was our people in America?
Hireling and slave.
Right, so they're speaking about you, right? In the so-called national anthem, you Negroes and Latinos were slaves in the land of America, man. Right? But they take that part out just to pacify our people, man. Right? But we out here to tell our people the truth. Read.
From the terror of flight, right, or gloom of the grave, right, and the star-spangled banner in triumph doth wave, right, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Right, and that's crazy too, man. Everything is a damn contradiction with this, man. How America go say this the land of the free? That's why our people, you gotta really listen and pay attention to what's going on, man. The only people that's free in this land is the so-called Europeans, man.
That's right.
You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans never been free in America. So what does the national anthem and the 4th of July have to do with our people? Right. While they were singing this song, you was in chains working from sun up to sundown, man.
That's right.
Right? And they talking about the home of the brave, right? How is a so-called white man brave when he rape, rob, and murder our people, man?
That's right.
What's so brave about a so-called white man back in the slavery days? It took 50 of them to snatch up 1 or 2 so-called black men and hang them from trees, man. That's right. Why does it take 50, 60 so-called white men to take down 1 or 2 of us, man?
That's right.
What's so brave about the so-called white man?
That's right.
All he do is deceive people, lie to people, right? He wait till you at your lowest point so he can get the upper hand on you, man. Right. Ain't nothing brave about this damn devil, man. Right? And this so-called 4th of July ain't got nothing to do with your so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man.
Wake him up,
Read.
Francis Scott Key, author of the Star-Spangled Banner lyrics, right, was himself a slave owner and a hardcore white supremacist.
And a what?
And a hardcore white supremacist.
Wait, hold on, you gotta start that again from the top, man. Hey, man, I hope our people out here listening to this, man. And you ain't gonna get this information nowhere else, man. Right. Right? Damn TD Jakes and Creflo Dollar ain't gonna bring this information out, man. Right? They gonna be popping damn fireworks at the church tomorrow before the damn church start. They gonna be dancing around, doing damn backflips, popping fireworks, man, with damn pork chops on the grill, man. They ain't out here for the to teach our people nothing, man. Right, Reed?
Francis Scott Key, right, author of the Star-Spangled Banner lyrics.
He's the author of the song of the national anthem, Reed, and he was a what?
Himself a slave owner.
A what?
himself a slave owner.
Right, so that's another contradiction. We sing it, they want you to stand up and sing a song, right? The author of the song was a damn slave owner, right? And who were the slaves? You so-called blacks and Hispanics, man. Right? Read.
And a hardcore white supremacist.
And they what?
And a hardcore white supremacist.
Right?
The reference to the hireling and the slave is to those, including former slaves, who were fighting on the side of the British.
What?
The sublets point out further, New England did not want the War of 1812.
Right?
The Southerners did.
Right?
They got what they wanted.
Right?
Under cover of war with Britain, a substantial chunk of the Deep South was made safe for plantation slavery when Andrew Jackson vanquished the Creek Nation and took its land.
Right?
Okay, God, that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
The Francis Scott Key Hotel, Frederick, Maryland, despite being a slave owner and white supremacist.
Despite being a what?
A slave owner and white supremacist.
Right.
Scott has a monument.
Has a what?
Has a monument.
Right.
Erected in his honor.
Right. And that's good. That just goes to show you the pride of the so-called white man again, man. And they want to claim, oh, I didn't do that. That was my grandfather's. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm on your side. I got black friends. But if they really cared about us, why do they put this stuff up in our face, man? Right? Why don't they go around and tear down all these statues of their forefathers that were slave owners and that was killing and murdering our people? Right? If they really cared about us. Right? I got one more page on that.
Yep, I do.
Come on.
Frederick Douglass.
Right?
Frederick Douglass once expressed July 4th is a holiday for blacks.
Right?
On July 4th, 1776, the Declaration of Independence was signed,
Right.
marking the colonists' independence from Great Britain.
Right.
But 75 years later, some black Americans weren't ready to celebrate. Abolitionist movement leader Frederick Douglass gave a scathing speech
Right.
the day after Independence Day in 1852, saying, "This 4th of July is yours, white Americans.
Is what?
Is yours, white Americans."
Right, so they said that that's for white America, man. Right? So you need to stop being a part of that. You so-called blacks and Hispanics, right? The Lord gave you your own holidays to celebrate, man.
Right.
Your high holy days, man.
That's right.
So let these people do their wickedness and keep their own customs and their own holidays.
That's right.
Because the Lord got a holy set of high holy days for our people, man. Right? We need to stop being equal to these damn dogs, right? Read.
Abolitionists, oh sorry, slacking. This 4th of July is yours, white Americans,
Right.
not mine. You may rejoice, I must mourn.
Read that part again.
You may rejoice.
And we just seen the so-called white man rejoicing and the so-called white woman, right? All the riches of our bloodshed, our blood, sweat, and tears, right? They're not doing nothing for us, but they want to claim that they feel bad for us, man. But all they do is ride around in the damn beer trolley, right? They ride around that damn, the so-called white man ride around the damn fake ass fire truck, getting drunk all day, man. But that goes to show you how much they really care about us, man. Right? They can say anything, but they're not gonna fool the servants of the Lord, man.
That's right.
You simple Negroes out here, y'all could be fooled for the rest of y'all lives, but we know the so-called white man, all these other nations don't give a damn about us, man. Because we don't listen to what they say, we see what they do. Right? Read on.
You may rejoice, I must mourn.
Right?
Douglass reminded listeners that when the Declaration of Independence was signed, while hundreds of thousands of blacks were still slaves.
We're still what?
Were still slaves.
Right?
Even the British were more likely to offer freedom to blacks than the colonists.
Right?
Wilson Chin, slave from Louisiana, 1863. This was photographed an entire century after the Declaration of Independence was signed.
Whoa, you gotta read that part again, man. Yeah, we gotta show that to the camera, man.
Wilson Chin, slave from Louisiana, 1863, was photographed an entire century after the Declaration of Independence was signed.
Right, and look at that. They go back to Deuteronomy 28 and 46 on down, right? It say, and he gonna put a yoke of iron upon your neck, man. That's how you know that we the real Israelites, man, and that's talking about us, man. Who else would that be talking about? The brother literally got a yoke of iron upon his neck, and he was still in slavery when the so-called Declaration of Independence was going through, man. Right? But you so-called Negroes so quick to forget about that, man. That's what's wrong with our people. We so quick to forget about all the tragedies and atrocities they put upon our people, man. Right? Matter of fact, let me get Ecclesiastes 7:7 real quick. Ecclesiastes 7:7, King. Right? Now I'm gonna let the brother Ego bring it out, man. Cause our people so quick to forget about all the rape, rob, and murder that the so-called white man put upon us, man. And he give us, we want to give you your own holidays, right? Give you so-called Black History Month to pacify you, man. Read.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes,
Right.
chapter 7, verse 7.
Right.
Surely oppression,
Surely what?
Surely oppression,
Right.
maketh a wise man mad.
Make it fit what?
Maketh a wise man
And
mad.
that's how you know all these brothers up here is wise, man. Cause we mad and we sick of all the oppression that the so-called white man
That's
put upon us,
right,
man.
that's right.
But most of our people, it's a lot of idiots out here because they keep going along with the ways of America, man.
That's right.
Read on.
And a gift,
And they what?
and a
What is
gift,
Juneteenth?
and a gift,
Black History Month?
and a gift,
Do what?
destroyeth the heart.
So now our people all destroyed in their mind, man. Cause they didn't forgot, right? They was mad last year with what happened to George Floyd, right? They got mad, they did a march, right? But not a year later, you can't even tell that man is dead now.
That's right.
Cause you don't see the so-called white man, he sit back and like, oh yeah, we gonna let these niggas run off some steam. We gonna let them get mad, break some stuff. It don't matter. We got insurance anyway, so it don't really matter what they break, right? We gonna get them a little money. We gonna get them their own holidays, their own Black History Month, and they gonna be right back to coon.
Wake him up, Aunt.
You ask a Negro now, hey man, what's going on with George Floyd, man? How you feel about George Floyd? Tomorrow they gonna be like, who, George who? Man, hey bro, get some of this barbecue, man. Let's pop some of these fireworks, man. I don't know, this nigga talking about some George.
George Floyd what?
Right, George Floyd what, man? Get some of these barbecue ribs, man. Right? Just pop some of these fireworks, hit this blunt, and we gonna have a nice day, man. Right? That goes to show you the mind state of our people, man. Right? Right? So let me get the book of let me get Judah 5:17. Right? And read what you got,
This is the book of Baruch,
Right.
chapter 4, verse 7. For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils.
By doing what?
Sacrificing unto devils.
What happened when you celebrate 4th of July?
Sacrificing unto devils.
Right? And when you celebrating all these holidays, all you doing is sacrificing unto devils, man. You sacrificing to the gods of the heathens, man. Right? Read.
And not to Yahweh.
And not to who?
Yahweh.
Right? Read.
Verse 8. Ye have forgotten the everlasting Yahweh
Right?
that brought you up. And ye have grieved Jerusalem.
And you have did what?
Grieved Jerusalem.
Right?
That nursed you.
Right? Because the Lord nursed our people, man. All throughout the scriptures, you see how the Lord, with a mighty hand, delivered us out of captivity, after captivity, man. Right? But our people didn't forgot about that, man. We think the people that put us in captivity is going to deliver us out of captivity, man. That's how destroyed we are in these last days, man. Right? So you could drop that. Let me get the book of Romans chapter 12 and go to verse 2. Come.
We're coming from the book of Judah,
Right.
chapter 5, verse 17.
Right?
And whilst they sinned not before their God,
Right?
they prospered.
They did what?
They prospered.
So that's what was going on, right, when we was keeping the commandments of the Lord, man. Like in the days of David, in the days of Solomon, right? Right? We prosper over our enemies and over our oppressors, man. Right? No nation can stand up against us, man.
That's right.
But now all these other nations is ruling over us, man. Right? So that's what happened when you keep the Lord's commandments, right? The Lord said you gonna do what?
God, because the God,
Let's start from the top.
verse 17.
Right.
And whilst they sinned not before their God,
Right.
they prospered.
Right?
Because the God that hated iniquity was with them.
Was what?
Was with them.
Right? And we want the Lord to be with us again, man. That's why we come out here and teach our people that they got to stop following the ways of America and come back to the Lord, man.
That's right.
And keep his commandments, man. Right? Read.
But when they departed from the way which he appointed them,
Right?
they were destroyed.
They were what?
They were
For
destroyed.
our people.
They were destroyed
Right?
in many battles very sword,
right?
and were led captives into a land that was not theirs.
That was what?
That was not theirs.
What is America?
That was not theirs.
Right?
And the temple of their God was cast into the ground.
Right?
And their cities were taken by the enemies.
Right? And that's what happened to our people, man. The so-called Native Americans and Seminole Indians was inhabiting this land, and then the so-called white men took their cities and their land over, man. Right? And he said he care about us, but he don't want to give our land back. That's right. Right? Read.
But now are they returned to their God and are come up from the places where they were scattered,
right,
and have possessed Jerusalem where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country, for it is desolate.
Right.
Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God,
right,
let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
That this should be their what?
This shall be their ruin.
And that's what the nations say. That's according to Psalm 83, right? That's what all these nations say. They say, okay, when they're not keeping the commandments, then that's our time to take over these people, right? Right? That's why the so-called white man tried his hardest, right? Spent all these billions of dollars, right, to keep our people in the mind state that they in today's world, man. Right? That's why they try to force homosexuality down our throats. Right. They take down our videos on YouTube. All we out here doing is telling so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that they the kings of the earth, right? And they got to come back to God's commandments. But they want to take our videos down, and on national television, they want the so-called black man in a damn dress kissing another black man. Right. Right?
Wicked.
Right? But they don't say nothing about that. They don't take that down. They put that on national TV for our kids and our children to watch, man. That's right. Right? But we coming out here telling you that you the greatest people upon the face of the earth, but they want to take our videos down, man. That's right. That's like Isaiah 5:20. He said, woe to them that call evil good, man. So the Lord is saying, woe and death and destruction to the so-called white man that call evil good. Right? All they promote is damn abominable foods, homosexuality, right? All these wicked holidays. They tell you it's a delicacy to eat damn pork chops, damn lobster tails and crab legs, but the Lord said that's abomination according to the scriptures, man.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
And let us go up.
Right?
And we shall overcome them.
And they shall do what?
And we shall overcome them.
Our people been overcome, man. Look at the state of so-called blacks and Hispanics out here, man. They bugged out on damn drugs, man. We been overcome as a people. Now you got the so-called black man walking around here. It's damn 95 degrees. He got on 3 coats and 2 jackets, right? With a damn winter hat on. Damn smoking a crack pipe, man. Right? So our people been overcome by our enemies, man. And that's what happened when you don't keep the laws of the Lord. Read on.
Verse 21.
Right.
But if there be no iniquity in their nation.
If there be no what?
Iniquity in their nation.
Right, what's going to happen?
Let my Lord now pass by.
Right.
Lest their Lord defend them.
Right.
And their God be for them.
And be what?
And their God be for them.
So we want the Lord to be for us again, man. Because we seen the power that the Lord put upon the Egyptians, right? And the Babylonians and the Assyrians, man. All these nations that had us in captivity, man. And we want the Lord to show that same power again in these last days, man. That's right. Right? We want the Lord to show all his terrible and destructive power to the so-called white man and all these other nations that rule over our people, man. Right. Read.
And we become a reproach before all the world.
Where you at, King? Con, that's it on that. Let me get Sirach 17 and 25. Read what you got, King.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 10, 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world.
What the Lord say?
Be not conformed to this world.
So you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans got to come out of this world, man. Right? Come out of the ways of America, man. Stop celebrating their holidays and come back to your high holy days, man. That's right. Right? Stop eating all these damn abominable foods and come back to your clean foods that the Lord said is okay for you to eat, man. Right. Right? Read.
But be ye transformed.
Be ye what?
Transformed.
And that's why the Lord said you got to repent and be converted, man. That means change your ways, change your lifestyle, man. Right? And that's going to change your soul and your spirit, man. Right? Read.
By the renewing of your mind.
By the what?
Renewing of your mind.
So our people got to be retaught everything, man. That's why the Lord said you got to come to this word as a little child, man. All the ways that you learned in America, you got to throw that out the window and you got to be retaught again, man.
That's right.
Read.
That ye may prove what is that good
Right.
and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh.
Right. And that's the Lord's will for us to keep his commandments, right? I'm going to get a few more. We going to read this real quick.
For coming from the book of Ecclesiasticus,
Right.
chapter 17, verse 25.
Right.
Return unto the Lord.
Do what?
Return unto the Lord.
We trying to tell our people?
Return unto the Lord.
Right.
And forsake thy sins.
And do what?
And forsake thy sins.
The Lord said forsake, that means to give up on. Give up on your sins, man.
That's right.
Give up on this damn celebrating these wicked holidays when they still killing and oppressing our people, man.
That's right.
Right? Give up on this damn homosexuality, this lesbianism, and all this wickedness that they try to force down your throat in America, man.
That's right.
Right, read.
Make thy prayer before his face.
Do what?
Make thy prayer before his face.
Right?
And offend less.
Right?
Turn again to the Most High.
Do what?
Turn again to the Most High.
Right?
And turn away from iniquity.
And do what?
And turn away from iniquity.
Come on, what verse you at?
26.
Oh yeah, just finish 26 and that's it on that.
For he will lead thee out of darkness.
And for he will do what?
He will lead thee out of darkness.
Right? And if you still celebrate 4th of July, right, and you a homosexual in America, you eating damn pork chops, you smoking damn Newports, you in darkness, man. Right? And the Lord got to deliver us out of that, right? That's it on that? All right, come.
Into the light of hell.
Right?
And hate thou abomination vehemently.
Right? You got a precept? Come, bring that up.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 9.
Right?
Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed.
By doing what?
By taking heed.
What these so-called Black, Hispanics, Native Americans got to do?
By taking heed.
Right?
Thereto, according to thy word.
According to thy what?
Thy word.
Right?
Verse 10. With my whole heart have I sought thee.
Have I what?
Have I sought thee.
Right?
Oh, let me not wander from thy commandments.
From thy what?
From thy commandments.
We supposed to be keeping?
Thy commandments.
Right?
Verse 11. Thy word have I hid in my heart,
Right?
that I might not sin against thee.
Right? Because like we brought out in the book of Judith, right? Every time we sin against the Lord, right, the Lord go get the nations the green light to overcome us, man. Right? But them days coming to an end, man. Right? Read what you got, King. We gonna close that up. Matthew 4:17.
We're coming from the book of St. Matthew,
What?
chapter 4, verse 17. From that time,
Right?
Jesus began to preach and to say, repent,
Do what?
repent,
What our people need to do?
repent,
Right?
for the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
Is that what?
Is at hand.
Is that what?
Is at hand.
Right, so the kingdom of heaven is at hand for you so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right?
That's
In
right.
these last days, you gotta come back, you gotta keep the Lord, laws, statutes, and commandments, or you gonna get put to death, man. Right? But with that, I wanna give, again, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawah Shai, and Shalom.
Shalom.